So I did a video explaining the 4 types of narcissists: the grandiose, the malignant, the covert, and the communal narc. And after that video, I got a few questions from people. Thank you so much for sending me the questions. Some of them were 2 sentences and others were 15 pages. But I can guarantee you that I read them all. I am answering in videos, giving all of you, even those who did not ask questions, the opportunity to have an answer for your silence at least. So I'm starting this one off with how to deal with narcissistic in-laws. This game is quite difficult because not only are you dealing with someone's mom and dad, you're also dealing with the elderly, and you hopped onto their surname. So you got to have respect while telling them to back off, and that is not an easy task. So let's start at the beginning. How do you know if your in-laws are narcissistic? Usually they start off being the sweetest, nicest people. They treat you with respect and they spend time with you. They compliment you. They just adore you. But this is a tactic to get you to a close enough place where they can start to manipulate you. Then they'll make stuff up about you and they'll manipulate your partner into believing them. They will guilt trip you. They would typically wear masks and they'll peel them off like onion layers to a point where you just cry. They also adapt to different people because they are really unsure of their own character. They will adapt to different roles and different personalities. So let's say brother brings home a new girlfriend and she's an athlete. Waar's skoonma? And then the brother dumps that girl and he brings another girlfriend and she owns a salon. Skoonma. And it's difficult to understand them because they are a different person every day. You just never know what you're going to get and what you're going to have to deal with. They blame everyone else and they stir in such a way that you can almost not tell that it came from them. They make you feel like you are losing your mind. They will infect celebrations like birthday parties and wedding anniversaries, Christmas. They'll just get under your skin soos a pysie. They will interfere with your personal life and your marriage and how you raise your kids. They are toxic. So you got the picture. Now, what do you do about it? Like, how do you handle these situations with respect? It is first and foremost very important that you talk to your husband. You got to get him on board. Communication is crucial in a marriage and you guys have to work together as a team. But you have to remember that your husband has been manipulated since birth. See, he grew up with a narcissist. So you cannot expect him to understand what you're going through and to see right through it and to understand what you're feeling. So to the mama's boys, this is where you need to put the volume up very loud if he's in the room. So, mama's boys. That would be the ones that mostly stand up for their mothers and not their wives. You can never be a man in one house if you are still a little boy in your parents' house. I mean, don't you all just want to be the man, the king of the house, the protector and the provider, but then you act like a little boy who still needs to listen to his mommy. You don't earn respect by keeping everyone happy. You gain respect by standing up. So if you act out as a little mommy's boy, that's the amount of respect that you're going to get from your wife. Okay, moving on. You need to set boundaries and you need to stick to your boundaries. Boundaries would be, this year we are having Christmas at our house. You are all welcome, but we're not going anywhere. Or Saturdays are our family days. Sunday mornings we go to church, but thereafter you can see your grandchildren. If you miss out on this Sunday, then you're going to have to wait till next Sunday. Unless they have like a bring your granny to school day during the week. These are just my examples. You can tailor them and obviously change them to fit them into your life. But I have to tell you that setting boundaries will become worse before it gets better. And people give up too soon and then they fail. And if you give up on your boundaries, you are actually just making it worse, because getting back on the bandwagon would be a lot more difficult second time around, because your boundaries already obviously lost their credibility. And the narcissistic in-laws had free access to your life, and suddenly you are restricting them. So of course they're going to be upset. My dogs have an open food policy. And if I had to take their food away and just feed them twice a day, they're going to be freaking hungry until they get used to the routine. So you have to make boundaries, like set boundaries that you can keep, and then you stick to them. Even if you start slow and with small boundaries, just to get you to feel more at ease, then obviously as time goes by, you can take it up a notch. But you have to also try to keep a healthy distance. A healthy distance. I know you feel upset that they don't give your kids the same attention as the other ones, or they don't spend enough time with your children. But hey, like really, how long do you want your kids to be around a narcissist? So say good riddance and spend time with them alone. Now, when they approach you for a conversation and you know this is going to be heated, what do? You act boring, blunt, and uninterested. They actually call it the grey rock method. You just don't engage. See, they want narcissistic supply, attention and drama and chaos. And when you engage, you are a narcissistic snack. Opt out of the game. Don't ignore them. You can maybe just use sentences like, I just wonder why you would feel that way. Or, well, I feel different about it, so we're going to just have to agree to disagree. Or, I would like to get to a point of mutual agreement, so we'll talk when you feel calmer. With these replies, you're not provoking them, you are not arguing, you are just showing them that they're not getting under your skin. And also depersonalize. Don't be too happy or too sad, or don't react too emotionally or share too much. If you understand what a narcissistic in-law is, you have the weapon in your hands. So don't follow their lead. Don't let them set the tone. Don't let someone more messed up than you make you feel bad about yourself. And obviously they are emotional. Don't let the most emotional one determine your emotions. See, what they do is they step back and then they want you to step forward. Then they step back and you step forward. Back and you step forward. And before you know it, you are right in the middle of the playing field. So what you need to do is you need to step out as slow as you stepped in. Just don't ever turn your back on them. Like really, never turn your back on your narcissistic in-laws. They are crazier from behind.